Wake up, work, scroll, sleep. Wake up, work, scroll, sleep. Every day's the same. And even if nothing's going wrong, nothing ever feels like it's going right either. And at this point, you feel like you're tired. Well, I'm going to explain to you why you are not tired. You are literally just uninspired with life. You are uninspired with this loop that you feel like you're on. And you ask yourself, is this what my life is going to look like for the next 20 years? Is this what my life is going to look like for the next 30 years? This cycle of me waking up early and going to work, me scrolling on social media, me sleeping, this cycle of me feeling like I really don't get to enjoy life. I really don't get to experience life. All I'm doing is surviving. Well, we are stopping that. I'm going to teach you how to have one of the best summers of your life. And of course, I'm going to explain to you the psychology behind it because there are some people that don't want to enjoy their summer because they're like, I have goals and dreams and aspirations and things that I want to accomplish and I have to stay locked in. Well, this video, I'm going to explain to you how actually going outside may help you get closer to your goals and how going outside will actually help you possibly survive your stressful weeks. And I'm going to teach you how to literally own your weekends and teach you how your weekends are actually the key to having a great life. Because as much as I may want to, I can't get rid of school. I can't get rid of work, but I can teach you how to enjoy life where you are still going through those things as well. So let's get straight into the video. Now, first, I know some people are probably like, it's so hard for me to even enjoy my weekends because by the time I get out of work on Friday, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I get it. I do want to go outside, I do want to have fun, but girl, I just be exhausted. Well, let me give you a little bit of psychology behind it to actually help you and to help you figure out why you may be exhausted. Especially for my girlies who are trying to go to the gym and they're trying to wake up early and do all these productive things. Those things kind of can be hindering you just a little bit. Let me explain why. First and foremost, your brain needs dopamine variability, not just productivity. What is dopamine? It is essentially the reward chemical in your brain. So if something gives you dopamine, your brain is going to want to do that thing again. The problem is most of the dopamine we get is probably from our phones, and I call that cheap dopamine because we don't actually have to work for it. Now, being productive can give you dopamine, right? The going to the gym, different things like that, that can give you dopamine. But just like how you get bored doing the same task every single day at work, school, sleep, all this other stuff, so does your brain a bit, and it needs dopamine variability. It needs different kinds of dopamine. And due to the fact that so many people focus on productivity, they don't even understand that your nervous system requires play. You need to have some kind of fun and enjoyment because if your nervous system does not get play, then it stays in fight or flight. So, what does this look like for you on a regular basis? This looks like your body either being in fight, right? Your body being really up. We're waking up early. We're going to the gym. We're, eating really healthy and we're forcing ourselves to eat this food even though it's nasty. We're doing all these productive things to give us dopamine. Or on this second spectrum of it, this also looks like when you're not being super productive, you're laying in bed all day because you don't have work today. You're eating this horrible food that you probably shouldn't be eating, but it's because you didn't get to meal prep. And so there's this thing of a fight or flight in you. Either you're being very, 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 very productive, or you're being very, very, very just passive and you're not doing anything. There is no in between. So your nervous system literally is not regulated because you don't have play. You don't have that in between novelty of you just doing things for enjoyment. Everything you do, you have to be gaining something from it. Or if you're not gaining something from it, you're literally not doing anything at all. And so that's another reason why play is so imperative for your all around just body and your nervous system. And finally, why you feel so tired is because when your body doesn't really have any anticipation, when you start doing the same thing every day and you have this regular routine of literally going to work Monday through Friday, coming home, sleeping, scrolling on social media, and the weekends, your body already knows we're just gonna sleep in, we're just gonna, order food, we're just gonna do these boring things. You literally do not have any anticipation or any joy, i.e., this is why you never have energy. That's why when you get out of work on Friday, you don't feel like, yeah, I want to go out. What are we going to do this weekend? Because your brain already knows what it's going to do. It's going to stay in the house. It's going to watch Netflix. It's going to order food. So it's kind of like, why would I even give you any energy to be like, yeah, we going outside? And I know we not going outside. Now that we got all of that out of the way, we are going to talk about how to structure your week so that you actually can claim back your weekends. So first, I'm going to have you structure your week from Monday to Thursday, and it's going to look a little bit like this. So there are three things that I want you to start doing on a regular basis. First and foremost, You definitely do need a journal of some kind, a planner, definitely I would recommend. And I need you to block off your work hours. So in between this time to this time, I already know there's nothing I can do. I'm going to be at work. That is good to get an understanding of how much free time essentially do you have. 2 hours out of every single day, I need you to do admin work. I need you to do that's groceries, that's laundry, that's sweeping the house, 2 hours a day. Now, it does not have to be, let's say, two like blocked up hours a day, maybe 45 minutes in the morning, sometime after you get off of work, but 2 hours a day you need to be spending doing admin work because we are not going to be worried about this when it comes to the weekend time. Like I said, these are just things that are kind of like you have to get them done, but they're not things that require so much like focus and energy. And so the second part of this is you actually can batch these things. So that means for someone like me, right? When I wake up in the morning, I put my clothes inside of the washing machine. When I'm getting ready to go to the gym, I'm getting ready. If the clothes are washed by the time I'm leaving, I put them in the dryer. If they're not, when I come home from the gym, I put them in the dryer. When I come home from work, I take them out. Essentially, these are admin tasks. These are things I have to wash clothes. There are certain things that I already have to do. And so I try to batch them with other things. This is great to do for things that you've done multiple times before. You don't really need to focus on doing it too much. But like I said, you need to be doing 2 hours a day. It can be broken up however you want it to of admin tasks. And the second part of that is batching those tasks if you can. Don't force it. You ain't got to be doing 4 to 5 things at once. But a lot of these things, you could do two at once. Now, the third thing or the third aspect of this you're going to be doing on a daily basis is you are going to have a zoning hour. 1 to 2 hours of zoning. You are going to be doing something for 1 to 2 hours focused, unlike what you do for the admin task, of something that will push your life forward. This is so imperative that you do this because if you do not do this, I promise you, this will leave a bad taste in your mouth when it comes to having fun or any kind of enjoyment. Now, when I say 1 to 2 hours focus, you can break it up 1 hour or sometimes doing something for 2 hours straight can be a bit much. But this, when I say focus, you are not on your phone, you are not listening to music, like you are focused on doing something specific. And the reason why this is so imperative, disclaimer, I say 1 to 2 hours depending on your schedule. I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, every single day I have to do so many tasks. I have to do the 2 hours of admin and 2 hours of this. If you can only fit 45 minutes, if you can only fit 1 hour, do that. But I would say definitely try to push for at least that 1 hour. Now, like I said, the reason why doing one task a day to get forward in life, a goal that you want to complete, is so imperative because if you are not doing something during this time period that will push your life forward, there's multiple things that can happen. One of them can possibly be at the end of the summer, you did have fun. You went out, you enjoyed yourself, you did this. But then at the end of the summer, you see that one girl lost 10 pounds. You see that other girl started her business and now she's making 5 figures a month. And there's this feeling of, I should have locked in. This is why I can't have fun. I can't have fun because, I can't even focus on my goals. I should be making more money right now. I should be, losing more weight. I should be doing all these things that all these other people are doing. And the only reason why I did not do these things is because I wanted to have fun. I wanted to enjoy life. But this ain't that having fun, enjoying life part of my life. And I need to lock in. The problem is too many people feel like you have to have one or the other. Either you're in a point in your life where you can enjoy it and you can have fun, or there's a point in your life where you have to just be focused on one goal. Don't get me wrong. There's moments like that. I think they're very minute compared to your entire life. I feel like life as a whole is a balance. I think too many people don't allow themselves to enjoy life because they feel like they don't deserve it. You don't go out on the weekends because you look at the week that you had and you like, well, I ain't really make that much money or I didn't really do anything to progress my life. I didn't even read a book. I didn't even start that business. So there's this feeling of the weekend comes, you don't even want to do nothing because subconsciously you feel like you don't even deserve it. You feel like you have to do something essentially to have fun, to enjoy yourself. And so I want you to understand you can do two things at once. You can do something that is going to push your life forward, and you should continuously be doing things that push your life forward. And then you also can really just enjoy life. But I think if you do not do that one thing, that is going to push your life forward on a consistent basis at least 5 times a week for 45 minutes to an hour, at the end of the summer, you're going to convince yourself this is why you don't have fun. This is why you're not allowed to enjoy yourself. Because look, this pushed you back a couple months, and this pushed you back on your gym journey. And this pushed you. There's so many things you can do. You can learn a new language. You can start learn a skill. You can get back in the gym. Like, but find something. There's something everyone can do that will push your life forward. And when I say your life forward, I know some people are like, I don't even know what I want to do in my life. I don't, everybody be talking about these goals and these things. I don't even know what I want to do. Something that pushes your life forward. Like I said, that can be learning a new language. That can be you learning a new skill, a new hobby. That can be you essentially learning how to play an instrument. Something that by the end of this summertime, you're going to say, I have experience doing this, that. I know how to do this, that. And as I always say, don't necessarily attach it to a specific goal. If you do have a specific goal, that's great, but don't always feel like, oh, I have to learn a new language. So when I go to Puerto Rico, I could speak. No, just do something that's going to push your life forward, because that's also going to help with the dopamine variability, because dopamine rewards you essentially, especially when it sees progress. And so when you start seeing yourself achieve certain things in a specific area, dopamine is going to start being released, because there's this thing of, I want to do this thing more. Hey, I learned how to do this. Hey, I made this amount of money. Hey, I lost this amount of weight. When you start seeing them clothes fit different, when you start seeing you make a little bit more money, when you start seeing these things, it's going to release a different sense of dopamine. So I definitely recommend to do that. But those are the 3 things that we're going to have you do for Monday through Thursday. And so let's get into Friday. Now, Friday is what we're going to call your Reset Friday. There are 3 things I'm going to have you do on Friday as well. First and foremost, I'm going to have you clean your space. Now, the 2 hours that you're spending throughout the week, for the most part, you need to, this is why I said you need to have a schedule as well, because you need to figure out the things that you need to do. But this is just a little bit of a clean up. Just to make sure when you go inside your space, it is good, it is put together, right? And so this one shouldn't take too long, maybe like 45 minutes or so. Just make sure your space is clean. This is so imperative, especially on a mental level, because I don't know if you guys ever came home after being out with your friends, especially when you're looking for an outfit. You clean your room, you look for an outfit, you dirty your room again, and then you come home the next morning. Not only are you coming home to a hangover, but now you're coming home to a dirty room. It is not a good feeling, because it just feels like, oh, another thing that I have to do. This feeling hits very hard. Yet, if you've ever experienced it on vacation, coming home to a clean room, getting off vacation is the best feeling ever. I can say that because I've experienced both, coming home to a clean room and coming home to a dirty room. And after being on a plane for hours, being on vacation, you're exhausted. It just feels like another task. So reset your space, clean your room essentially. The next thing that I want you to do is plan something to do. You should have something planned for Friday. I do not really recommend to wait until Friday, especially if you're like me and you can be a bit undecisive about certain things. But later on in the video, I'm going to teach you how to essentially do that and plan places and figure out places you want to go. But definitely have that planned for Friday. And the third thing I want you to do is prep your outfit. And I'm also going to help you do that if you struggle with that as well. These are the 3 things I want you kind of to have prepared. So by the time you get home from work, by the time you get home from school, you're like, what a tequila at, what a fun at, or whatever you want to do. I know I keep saying tequila, I'm a tequila girly, but whatever you want to do, yes, we are going to do that. And that's what my hat says. If I didn't mention it earlier in the video, I don't know if I remembered. If I did, my hat says only accepting good vibes and tequila, because that is what we are accepting all summer. Okay? Now, why is this so important, right? Because you're like, okay, this reset, da da da. This creates anticipation in your brain. One of the things that you've been struggling with and why you're so tired is because you have no anticipation. You get out of work, you get out of class, and your brain is like, I know what we're going to do. We're just going to sit in a car, scroll on social media, then we're going to go inside the house, then we're going to pop something in the microwave, then we're going to. Doing this prep before, this reset before, gives you anticipation. So your body literally gives you energy. So by the time you leave and you're getting off of work, there isn't this numbing feeling of like, oh, I'm just going to sit in the car and I'm going to, your body's like, hurry up, get out of the car. We need to get home. We need to, because we got stuff to do. We got places to go. We got a cute outfit to wear. We got pictures to take. And it causes this anticipation inside of your brain that literally will give you energy. Now, let's get into how we are going to create this amazing summer schedule. First and foremost, I need you to create a summer bucket list. Now, I want you to create a saved folder on Instagram and on TikTok. If you use another platform, that's good as well. Those are the top two that I use. Depending on if you are really an AAA type personality, you can do this in multiple ways as well. I do. I'm a little bit of an A, maybe like an A minus personality. So I do have a folder for free and just like basically free stuff that's $10, $20 or less. And then I have a folder for paid things. The reason why I think this is so imperative is because first and foremost, I want you to enjoy yourself. And a lot of people, in my opinion, do not enjoy themselves because the enjoyment, the fun, we always hear cha-ching, cha-ching. We hear dollar signs. And everybody ain't got the money to spend. And I completely understand that. But there's so many cost-effective things to do in your city. The problem is you wait until you done slept in all day Saturday morning. You're thinking, oh, I kind of want to do something today. But then I kind of want to stay in the bed to take a nap because your body feels so comfortable. By the time you wake up and look at something to do, it's about 1 or 2 o'clock. And then you're kind of like, what's the point of me taking a shower and getting dressed? And then you end up not doing nothing. This is helping you by helping you have a little bit of anticipation because they're like these are the things that we can do, but then also helping you prepare so that you have something to do. Like I said, you are doing something every single Friday. Every Friday, you need to have something, even if it's raining outside, you need to have something to do. And I know some people are going to be like, well, that's a lot doing something every weekend. That's a lot going to work Monday to Friday too, but you do it. The reason why it may feel like a lot for so many people is if you think about it, you literally get 2 days out of the week to spend with yourself. The fact that you even feel like, and I'm not trying to down anyone because I've experienced this too, but I had to realize the fact that spending literally 2 days for myself makes me feel like, oh, that's going to be so much. And do I really want to? It's crazy when I give 5 days to a company or somebody else. Anyways, create that summer bucket list. And like I said, create a save folder on TikTok, create a save folder on Instagram of places you want to go in your city. The great thing about this too, if you save it like around money, you can budget out. So many people feel like I can't afford it. That's why I don't go out. If you budget out effectively, you can do okay. 2 weeks out of the month, I'm gonna do something paid. 2 weeks out of the month, I'm gonna do something very, very cheap, cost effective, or does it cost money at all? You can go hiking. You can, go to the park. Like there's so many things you can do just to have experiences that don't cost money. But of course, for some more things you can. But look on social media, look on apps like Eventbrite. Depending on what city you live in, I know I live near DC, and so I know there's different groups that have stuff, especially because I'm like in my, I guess my mid 20s now. I'm 25. Wow. Okay. I'm in my mid 20s now. Wow, that's so crazy. Anyways, I'm in my mid 20s. So there are different like party groups and stuff like that, or people I know out here who like host parties. So you can look into that as well. But just all around, there's like sometimes girl groups that you can have. I know. I said I wanted to start one in Baltimore, but I'm gonna try to do cost effective things, things you go outside, like hiking and the weather. Anyways, I digress with that one. Nonetheless, make a list, a summer bucket list. The next thing I want you to start doing is romanticize the prep of doing these things. Romanticize the prep of the summer, just so it can just seem more light, bubbly, and make you just want to do it more like you getting ready for a date. Okay. First, you need to create a playlist. I have playlists for when I'm getting ready. I have playlists when I need to have playlists when I'm feeling down. I got a playlist when I'm drunk. I gotta create playlists so that because really like music helps you get in the mood. And sometimes you just like, oh my gosh, I don't really want to do this. Oh my gosh, I don't, especially if you're like me and you were a recovering homebody. Don't really go out. Don't do too much. Sometimes you just got to get in that mood, get in that zone. Create summer playlists. And also don't nobody want to get in the car and then you just press a shuffle and then now a song come on. It don't make no sense. So please create playlists. The second component is we are going to have you do the same thing we did with the summer bucket list and essentially create summer outfits. We are going to have you create a collection on TikTok. We're going to have you create a collection on Instagram, and also on Pinterest, making Pinterest boards. You can save outfits on Pinterest as well. Of course, because that's what's on there. But another thing I recommend you to do is screenshot the outfits that are from Instagram, that are from TikTok, and then make boards like that. If that makes any sense. So you can have it all in one place. I want you to do this because when you look good, you feel good. Nothing is more disheartening than going out and really not liking your outfit, but then throwing it on just because you have nothing else to wear. Another thing, too, is it kind of coincides with the summer bucket list. You can coincide your outfits with where you're going. I think sometimes too, when you want to go places last minute, it's like, what do I wear? Do I have anything? But you have places that you're going, and now you have clothes that you are wearing. The 90-day band, or there's like a 90-day pause on the terrace. I'm telling y'all, go down, go to Alley, Shein, wherever you gotta go, and put some pieces together. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. You can put pieces together, get outfit inspo on these platforms, and literally create you need to create that now on Pinterest, because I know you have it. You need to create a summer outfits list. You need to create a summer outfits collage, so you literally have outfits when you go out, outfits that will make you feel calm. Even if you want to try out different outfit ideas and see if you want to try this look or this aesthetic or whatever the case may be, but you need to romanticize it so that you have some kind of anticipation. I just ordered some heels that I found on Pinterest, and I can't even explain to you how happy I am, because they just amazing. Romanticizing the summer. The third part is, I want you to romanticize the food. It is beautiful outside. I'm talking about the watermelon salads. I'm talking about the grilled food. Yes, romanticize the summer. Like, it's so disheartening when you see that you eating the same food that you could eat during December. Girl, girl, you need to be romanticizing the summer. It is the fresh fruit outside. It is the grilled food outside. It is sitting outside at the bar. It's so many amazing things. You need to romanticize the food as well. If you're anything like me, though, I guess I don't know if I'm a tourist, but I'm very much so a foodie. I love good, interesting food, especially like something different and interesting. Yes, romanticize that as well. Now, all of this, I really want you to, of course, we're growing, but also use this as a chance to connect with your inner child. I think so many of us were not able to honestly sometimes feel like we could be children when we were children for a multitude of reasons. And so, if there was something that you couldn't do, possibly your mom couldn't afford skates and you wanted to go roller skating, get yourself a pair of roller skates and go skating at the park. Like, there's so, like I said, everything does not have to cost money or be very, very, very expensive. Sometimes having, like, not even sometimes, but life is just about enjoying experiences. Like I said, Monday through Friday, you give your time, you give your energy, you give your mind, your body to a specific company, to a specific person, and all I'm asking you to do is give yourself 2 days out of the week. Nurture that inner child. Maybe when you were younger, you like doing board games, or you like, puzzles. One thing I'm very popular on doing is, like, I have like this big canvas that I got from Michael's, the craft store. And when I do puzzles, I put my puzzles on top of there because I like flipping my puzzles and then like taping them on the back. So, the puzzle is complete. But if you want to go to the park and you want to just, especially if you live by a body of water, and you just have a blanket on the park and some food and you're doing a puzzle, like, there's so many things that you can do to nurture your inner child. But I think you definitely don't want to leave that out this season. I know I've been joking a lot about going to the bar and all this other stuff. So we gonna do that too. But also there's things that you can do of, like, just nurturing the inner you and not feeling like it has to be rah, rah, rah. Like, enjoying your life, enjoying yourself doesn't always have to be rah, rah, rah. Sometimes the most enjoyment you can get is from, like, peace and quiet and serenity. Now, with all of this, I want you to understand new experiences are not a luxury, it is mental health. It is necessary for you to do these things. Listen, novelty, doing things just to do them without having the expectation and just enjoying these things, literally releases dopamine and serotonin inside of your body, which means it releases joy and motivation. Like I said earlier in the video, sometimes it is hard for you to go after that business. Sometimes it's hard for you to go after, doing something to improve your life, because you literally don't enjoy your life, and you really don't think the person who you are giving it to, this thing that you want to achieve or you want to get, even deserves that thing. And so I think the problem is too many people get caught up in the, yeah, you need to be alone by yourself and you need to focus on your goal and you need to, and it's like, I mean, there are points in, areas like that, but there's so many people that have been stuck in survival mode for so long. And it's like, no, you need to enjoy life. You need to have some novelty. You need to have some things where you're just doing it for the first time in your life. You don't have any expectations. For so long, I did not go outside because I'm like, what's the point? What's the point of me going to the bar? What's the point of me going out with my friends? What's the point of me going to see this movie? What's the point? And it's like, there isn't one. I've been saying that so many videos lately. If you guys been hearing that, sorry, it's repeating, but like there isn't a point, and that's what makes it so much fun, and that's what makes it so enjoyable because there is no point. I'm not trying to achieve something. I'm not trying to have an amazing time. I'm literally just trying to create a new experience, and every experience is not going to be good. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't want some people watching this video like, oh, this summer every single experience is going to be good. No, but also learn from the bad experiences. And hey, I don't really like that kind of music. Hey, I don't really like being outside with that crowd. Hey, I don't really like that teaches you as well. And that creates a new version of you as well. But I want you to understand this is a mental health tool. Going outside will literally help you be a better you and help you achieve some of the things you want to achieve. And this is because fun is a nervous system regulator. It is not a distraction. So many people don't have fun because they think it's distracting them. But I want you to understand your body has been stuck in fight or flight for so long. Your body has been stuck in so many extremes. Your body is always trying to achieve something, to do something, or be completely off and not do nothing at all. And it's like you need to have some kind of homeostasis. You need to have some kind of balance. And that's what fun gives you because life is going to be stressful. Life is going to be hard. That's guaranteed. And I don't want anybody to think that, oh, once I start making a certain amount of money and once I get a certain following and once I get a certain degree, it ain't going to be hard. Because it is. It might even be harder than where you are now. Trust me. And so you have to have fun at every area, at every point in your life where you at. You have to have new experiences. I promise you, that whole homebody aesthetic and staying in the house and thinking that, oh, well, I can have fun in the house. I promise you, it's not the same. Your brain is tricking you, making you think that you have this false sense of joy, this false sense of happiness, this false sense of all these false fake feelings. No. Once you experience something in real life, you will know the difference. Your body will feel the difference. And so, thank you guys so much, of course, for watching my video. But listen, we need to be outside this summer, okay? We need to have experiences. We need to have enjoyment. Even if you got to put it on after pay to go on a trip, I'm not telling you put yourself in debt now. But you know what I'm saying? Ticket prices be a little bit. You like, let me pay it off over time. But I'm telling you, just have fun, have experiences, enjoy life. You could spend a couple coins if you want to. You don't have to, but I really want all of us to do it. So, can you comment below any ideas of things that you guys want to do this summer? If it's city specific, you can talk about any festivals that are in your city, just so other people can get ideas too. Because there are some people who are gonna watch this video and they're like, I really just don't know what to do. Like my brain can't even think of nothing. My brain can't. So comment below some things that you are possibly gonna try, or you've been thinking about doing, or you feel like will nurture your inner child, or just so many different things. So as always, don't forget to go below to sign up for my newsletter, to check out my TikTok, to check out my podcast because I do have this on podcast form as well, and my videos come out every Tuesday. Yeah, and I think that's about it. So thank you guys so much and have a great one, and I hope you enjoy your summer.